In 1998, when I was 17 years old, my life was changed with a single letter of kindness written by a complete stranger. As a little girl, I had a big dream. I wanted to be a lawyer. I have always had an urge to articulate my points and win arguments in a graceful manner, and I always wanted to help many people understand the legal system on the way. I knew of nothing else, but I had no idea how to go about it. Despite being one of 44 first cousins who were present across the globe, no one had gone to university and studied law. In fact, I did not know a single lawyer. I remember one day I was asked by my teacher what I wanted to be when I was older, and it was always the same answer from me. I want to be a lawyer. My teacher had said at the time, Jasprit, studying to be a lawyer is going to be very difficult and perhaps you should choose an easier career path. I was extremely frustrated with why I wasn't being encouraged or why I wasn't guided to understand how I could reach my dream. I decided I was going to do this alone and prove I could do it. I remember I spent my lunchtimes in the school library researching career options and found a book about being a solicitor in the UK. And on the back of that book, there was a reference to the Law Society. Of course, in those days, there was no such thing as the internet for me to search what this Law Society meant. But I decided I would write to them nevertheless and see if they could help me. I remember posting that letter and hoping secretly that somebody would respond and help me. A few weeks later, I received a personalised response from the Law Society, and along with it, I received a guide on the route to become a solicitor. I still remember the package. It was A4 in size and had some paperwork inside. When I opened it, it was a letter addressed to me from the Law Society and an enclosed booklet that guided me step by step on what I would need to do to either become a solicitor or a barrister. I couldn't believe it. Someone was out there who was actually willing to help me with that initial direction I so desperately needed at the time. I still have that booklet today. It is yellow in colour and printed on normal flimsy paper with staples along the left-hand side. I was so happy when I received it. It was my piece of treasure. I remember reading that booklet at least 4 times over so I could really understand my options. I was given knowledge and facts that I didn't have before. That one letter, that one moment that somebody at the Law Society took to write to me sincerely changed my life. Not only was I being given guidance, I felt I was being endorsed by someone in a position of authority who took the time to write to me personally. Life is very busy, as you all know, and I'm sure life was busy 20 years ago, but somebody in their busy work schedule had taken the time to write to me and help me. That kindness is something I will always cherish. If I recall my childhood, I most vividly remember the selfless kindness people showed to one another. Most of the community I was surrounded by were working class immigrants in the UK, striving for a better future. They worked very hard for every pound they earned, and they knew the value of hard work. When others needed them, the whole community would be ready to help selflessly. Whether it was helping prepare for a wedding feast, help make an Indian salwar kameez, help with the school runs, or help a distant relative with a place to stay. My community was always there for one another. In that moment, when the Law Society wrote to me, I instantly felt that my circle of community grew beyond what I was used to, and there were people that I had not even met or known who were willing to help me. If we all take a moment to slow down and focus on what we do and have awareness of our actions, we can become more altruistic in our everyday behaviours. Dr. Helena Boschi, a psychologist specialising in applied neuroscience, recently quoted, "Kindness is the basis of all authentic human connection. Caught up, as most of us are, in the heat of activity, kindness is often sacrificed, overlooked and underrated, but it is one of the best and most effective choices we can make when it comes to having a positive impact on ourselves and others. Not only is kindness contagious, when we are kind to others, they are more likely to show kindness themselves, but it also has powerful effects on our stress levels, which lower, our blood pressure, which reduces, our trust in others, which rises, and our endorphins, which increase. Kindness costs nothing, but the effects of true and consistent kindness are far-reaching and priceless. And it is a choice we can make every day. Helena is indeed correct. Kindness doesn't cost anything. In fact, when you think in this selfless way, you become a magnet of energy and encourage others to think in this way, and a natural ripple effect is formed. The circle gets bigger and we all pave the way for others. Now, more than ever, with what is happening in our world, the importance of kindness and being selfless is paramount. My life was changed by a stranger's act of kindness. I did reach my childhood dream and became the solicitor I always wanted to be, and so much more. We all have a part to play. Can you imagine if we did one act of kindness every day? Whether it is volunteering your time for a worthy cause, whether it is to be a translator for someone who is struggling with a language, or whether it is taking 10 minutes from your busy schedule to provide guidance to the future generation of leaders that will continue making a difference to the world we live in. These small acts will make a difference, and the circle of giving will never end. Would you like to leave a legacy of a happy society? Would you like to receive an act of kindness when you're in need, or your children, or knowing that your parents are being helped? Let's all contribute by acts of kindness.